This is the SML podcast.
I'm telling you, one of these weeks we just have to do
Or just do the Purvis and Pappy and talk really slow.
Oh my god, I miss doing those.
Dude, like I said, if I wanted to, I could take an entire recording and just fuck with it in ways that you guys wouldn't even imagine.
One of these weeks we'll do it.
Yep.
But for now, what's up, everyone? I'm Joe,
I'm chewing.
and this is the SML podcast. Special guest this week is welcoming back Pappy, because why the fuck not, right?
Might as well. We have guests on every week.
Yeah, no shit. Next week we'll have guests. The week after, I think we'll have a guest. Later on in March, we'll have a guest.
Yep. Location
because
changes
you two
and all
are
that.
terrible hosts.
We are.
Yeah, we need all the help we
that
can
third
get.
man.
We never claim that we're good at this.
Nope. Not once.
I think we've come out numerous times and said we're terrible at this.
Yep. Every time.
Hey, look on the bright side. You guys actually post, like, reliably. So that puts you ahead of, like, 800% of other podcasts.
800. That's a lot of percent.
Yeah, the only
is.
time recently that we really missed was a couple weeks ago when YouTube
not even
wasn't
recently.
processing the fucking video properly, and I had to do it like Saturday instead.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even
but that was just the
you
YouTube
still
one.
recorded.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, the MP3 was actually still up.
Yep. So that wasn't our end. That was YouTube.
Fuck YouTube.
Fuck you,
Fuck
Tube.
you, Tube.
Yep. And then because Grant... Thank you.
I
I don't
what about
know.
Grant?
Grant is practically begging us to figure out how to get it on iTunes. So we'll figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of these days where I've got some off time, like I'll sit and figure it out.
You could just make joecam.net an actual website instead of plain text right now saying, I don't know how to make a website.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah. It's an option.
Host it there.
We could do it there.
Figure out how to do an RSS feed, and I think that takes care of the iTunes qualifications.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I don't even know what the fuck RSS is.
It stands for Z.
I don't know. Reliable shitting software.
System.
Service.
There you go. Yeah.
Reliably shitting service.
Well, close
Or
enough.
reliably shitty service.
There we go.
No. Because it contradicts itself.
Ram sluts softly.
I like it. We'll go with that one.
That'll be the next contest.
We'll get a
Tell us
Ram Slut Softly feed. And then we'll get it up on iTunes and
Someone might listen feed.
something like that.
So, massive news broke today that Irrational Games is pretty much dead.
Not pretty much, it's dead.
I think they're keeping the name. I think. But, yeah, Irrational is pretty much gone, dead, buried.
Yeah, that was an irrational decision.
Oh, God damn it. Why didn't we think
I was waiting how long it was going to take for someone to say that. For once, I was
welcome.
not going to be that guy. Because I just decided that I'm not going to be that guy today.
So, the news broke today that Ken Levine, however, how do you say it?
Adam Levine.
Yes, Adam Levine.
Yeah, cousin of Adam Levine.
He moves like Jagger, and he also wants to focus on smaller, more narrative-driven games, which, to me, it sounds like he wants to go mobile gaming.
Well, narrative? Nah.
That's,
He wants-
I want to focus
he wants
on
to-
more digital releases.
He wants to make the Stanley Parable.
He wants to go retro.
Yeah. He wants to make... Let's see here. He wants to make Terraria.
Terraria.
He wants Terraria. Diarrhea. He wants to make diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Cha-cha.
But he wants to do that where you're playing Stanley Parable. So a 2D side-scrolling Stanley Parable Terraria game.
The Stanley Terraria.
The Terrariable Parable.
The terrible parable.
The Terrariable Parable.
Blur.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Pappy.
No.
You seem to have a strong opinion about this.
Yeah. Here's the quote I was looking for. He wants to make narrative-driven games for the core gamer that are highly replayable. So he wants to make fucking Mario Brothers with a story. Right, that's what I'm getting out of this.
In a world where there's a plumber and a turtle.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
That's good enough. So yeah, it's cool that Take-Two was like, hey, you don't have to go off on your own. We'll fund
You
it.
mean 2K?
That's twice you said Take-Two, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Once in pre-show and then
Okay.
again here. So
Well, I read this one out loud,
Weekly wah
so-
wah.
Weekly Want is
Pappy doesn't
As
know
well as the
that-
possibility to meet with other Take-Two studios to discuss future employment. So I'm blaming the internet for that one.
Well,
Does Take-Two
internet-
own 2K, I guess?
or you mean the other way around?
2K own Take-Two?
Okay, 2K owns Take-Two, who owns... That's a lot of owning. So anyhow,
Whatever.
so
Whatever.
they say, hey, we still want you, we'll support you, we'll pay you. And he's like, awesome. But in my mind, closing Irrational Games is kind of a dick move because he's making no attempt to keep any of the team with him. And they're making no attempt to go,
they're
hey,
they're keeping 15 people from
out of
from what I've
like,
seen.
what?
So many
Hundreds.
people.
Yeah.
Don't you
So-
know, Joe?
so look at
That's like a lot of people nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beat
and-
Bioshock Infinite, look at the credit list, and then pick which 15 of those people still have a job
I mean, I
today.
guess the ones with the softest mouths, probably.
Probably.
Oh.
Hey, listen,
But yeah,
that,
why-
that's
why
just
Not
not
like
just-
Jagger.
listen.
why not
That's
just-
statistically probable. That's all.
Why not just
Stanley
assign
probable?
a new president to Irrational Games? You know, they even state that Ken Levine was the co-founder. So where's the
Yeah.
other dude? Did he already leave? Like, why not just appoint a new head of Irrational Games? Let them keep printing money for them, because it's not like Bioshock Infinite was a failure of a game.
No.
No, we don't know how much it made as
Listen.
opposed to how much it cost.
Listen.
Regardless,
If that game didn't make any money,
Yeah.
then I'm pretty sure the majority of well, I mean, yeah, it is true. The majority of games that come out nowadays don't make money.
Yeah, like look at Tomb Raider, sold 4 million and didn't make a profit.
now we always
well, that's
go back
their own
to
fault. That's
yeah,
their own fault.
We
for the way
always
they're
go
making the
back to
big
Tomb
AAA games.
Yeah, we always go back to Tomb Raider whenever it's like, big hit that didn't raise enough money. But I think there's a couple other games that might fall under that category. But the majority of the time, if you've got a half decently done game and there's a decent market for it and a lot of people picked it up, then it's a success.
But even regardless of whether that game specifically made money or not, it made awards, it made news, it has
Yeah.
a high, was Metacritic score or whatever.
Yep.
So why the fuck? Oh, hey, look at all this great publicity. Look at all this goodwill. Let's just shit all over it and close the studio.
Yeah, might as well. YOLO, bro.
Well, there's always multiple, facets that you have to kind of take into consideration when making a business decision that large. And obviously, we don't see every little bit of it. But at the same time, I mean, like, yeah, on paper, you just take it for face value.
Yeah.
It does seem like a very dumb thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just a matter of, what else they're going to do and what else, like, I'd like to see whatever kind of stuff he's got, on the back burner that he wants to try and put out. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll still be interested from a developer standpoint. So, I don't know.
I do love that pretty much immediately after the news broke, there was a Twitter hashtag for Irrational Jobs to help the people who worked at Irrational get new jobs. Because they're based in Boston, almost immediately Harmonix stepped up and it's like, hey, we're developing new games, including a first-person shooter, which Bioshock is.
Yep.
Come on over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that, like, there's another bit of news that we've, can,
Yeah. Although I did like the one tweet was like, we're working on Chroma, and then, I'll just leave it at that. Message me for info. So I think they kind of stumbled on the fact that they got something else in the works besides what they announced yesterday.
Yeah, I think that there's more coming from them. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I'm stoked as hell to see what that game is going to be like.
Chroma, yeah.
But I already signed up for the alpha. Hopefully, I'll get in. But
Friends of the show.
friends of the show. You know what? Fuck, I should ask him. Be like, hey man, I'd really like to alpha test that game. If you know what I'm saying.
Yo, come on.
Yeah.
What game?
Harmonix, they announced a new game yesterday called Chroma, which is a music-based first-person shooter.
Yeah. Let that sink in. A music-based first-person shooter.
You want to know what came to mind when I heard about that, especially watching the trailer and it said music is the weapon? Revolution X!
Oh my god.
I just imagine that it's a stealth shooter game, and you have to go behind the stage of bands that you hate and sabotage their live shows.
Hey,
Oh, do you remember what Revolution X was?
I don't even know what that is.
The arcade shooter that came to like Super Nintendo and Genesis where,
Aerosmith.
yeah, you had to save Aerosmith. And
Okay, I know of it.
It was
I
amazing.
never had a console.
It was amazing.
you shot your gun, and then your special weapon, instead of throwing a grenade or something, was fucking CDs.
CDs. Hell yeah. Those
Yeah, I never
motherfuckers
had a-
hurt.
I never had a console as a kid, so every single console game
Oh, it was
that I
in
played,
arcade.
Yeah, it
a
was.
joke
It was
at
on
his house.
arcade. You just
Yeah, I
didn't
lived in-
have arcades around you either.
we did.
I lived in Berwick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had it up at Columbia Mall.
Columbia Mall.
Yeah, no, I never really
Yeah.
played the arcade there because it was a sad and lonely place. Even when I was like 12, I knew that.
It's sadder and lonelier now.
Yep.
It's still there.
What the fuck?
What
are
are you
hitting
doing?
over there?
What?
What are
Nothing.
you doing over there that we're hearing banging through your microphone?
I'm literally not doing anything that's making noise. I'm
Well-
eating rice.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah, all I heard was boo, boo, boo.
He's humping his microphone.
I'm
Possibly.
humping the rice.
Yeah,
Is
that
it
too.
better now?
I don't know.
I guess.
We'll just keep going.
Are you just holding your microphone the whole time?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
probably
that's
what
why.
it is then.
Oh wow, that
Right.
did you just fart into the microphone?
Oh, I sighed into it, but same sound.
Yeah, all I heard was
Do your farts sound like sighs?
Yeah, that's Joe's fault.
What was the last episode Pappy was on? where we had his fart at the end of the episode.
I don't know. That was good.
That amazing one in the bathroom.
Oh, you guys actually put that in the show?
Yes.
It's at the end.
Yeah,
I did not hear that.
Go find the last episode you were on. I don't even know the number off the top of my head.
I have no idea.
Go to after the songs. How sometimes we'll tag a little
Okay.
extra bit at the end of the songs. The song ends and
me.
it's just
Yep. That is live audio.
yeah, heavily amplified.
Yes, because it was very faint in the recording. So
But
Yeah, because
enough.
I was in the bathroom.
It was enough.
hey, we heard it. We were able to hear it. That means that it was going into
That
the
the
show.
world heard it,
Yep.
or two people in the.
I don't
world
think
heard
Randall
it.
was listening then, so it was probably
Zach.
just Zach. Like, Zach listened to your fart inadvertently.
Nice.
If he made it to the end.
Well, now everybody knows that this is an Easter egg, so they need to go back and listen to that episode.
Hey, the funny thing is, I think this might be. I mean, we've mentioned that we do Easter eggs at the ends of episodes, but I think this might be the first time that we're actually calling it out,
Yeah.
and actually saying like Easter eggs at the end of episodes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this might be, now all the people that have listened to the episodes and just figured like, oh, okay, there's nothing at the end. Now you have to go back and find
And
what you
listen
missed.
to all of the episodes again.
Yep.
You can't just skip to the end either. You have to listen to the entire show again.
Yeah, something like that.
Or skip to the last 20
Skip the
seconds.
last one. But still, it'll be annoying enough.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, man, what did I
and
miss?
I didn't do it on all of them either.
Yeah, so some of them
So-
you might get to the end and be like, fuck, there was nothing here.
Why did I load this one?
Yep.
I wasted
Why did
30
I
seconds.
listen to these assholes the whole time for nothing?
Wasted 30 seconds of my life on this.
Wow, if only the recordings were 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
Hi.
hi everybody, I'm
Welcome to
Joe,
podcast."
I'm Chris, and this is the SML podcast. Done.
Games happened. Good night.
We should just end this episode here. 14 minutes in. Like, all right, we're good.
Hey, let's fuck with them. One of these days, honestly, like, we should attempt to try and do a podcast where we break it up like every day of the week, but we only record like 10 minutes.
That'd be funny.
And we're like, what were we talking about last time? Like, I don't remember. Then by the time we get back on topic, we're like, oh, we got to stop. Like,
Jesus.
See, the bad part about that was we would be like, oh, well, what did we talk about last time? I don't remember. Oh, well, did you hear about this news that came up? And you'll listen to it, and every day is the same discussion.
yep.
There was an animated that did that.
I'm sure there's multiple.
Yeah.
No, there were it was like 8 episodes in a row that was the exact same episode.
You mean Dragon
God.
Ball?
No. Like down to everything. It was the exact same episode. I never saw, but it's pretty popular. But yeah, that like people would tune in every fucking week to see the continuation because it was a really, really big show. And so they
Dragon Ball
fucked with the entire audience. So by the third time, people were like, "What the fuck." But they were so invested, they didn't want to risk missing anything. So they watched the same episode, exact same episode, like 8 weeks in a row.
So they were
And they
just
all had
reruns.
different it was like episode 12, 13, 14, and they were all the exact same thing.
That's funny.
That sounds like something we would do.
Let's just rerun episode 3 right now.
Right now. Just fucking clip in a bunch of it and just call it a day. Thanks for calling in, Pappy.
Glad you took tomorrow off for this. Yeah.
Listen. Joe texts me. Joe texts me.
Texas gets a hold of you.
Joe texts
Goes,
me.
Yeehaw, motherfucker.
And he's like, oh, is Tuesday good for recording? And I'm like, yeah, let me find out. I'll have to rearrange my schedule and stuff because I have rehearsals.
I didn't just say Tuesday.
He gave me the date.
I
didn't even see the date.
He didn't look at the number.
I just didn't look at the number.
Which the number was wrong, too, because I said Tuesday the 28th instead of the 25th.
Right. But regardless, that would have
still Tuesday the 25th.
That at least would have let me know oh, maybe it's not next week. But I just didn't look at the number at all. I just completely disregarded. I'm like, Tuesday. I'm like, okay, let me find out if I have rehearsal with one of the bands. So I'm calling around and I'm just like, all right, what day are we practicing? Could we move practice from Tuesday to Wednesday? Because we normally practice on Tuesdays. And they're like, yeah, Wednesday's fine. But Wednesday's cool. I'm like, all right, great. So I moved the rehearsal to Wednesday.
And then
I just found out about it today. So I text him and I'm like, oh, we're good to record today at 8. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like today at 8, we're going to record. And then he's like, no, that was for next week.
Yeah, this week is Pappy. Tomorrow.
And I'm like, fuck. And then he tells me that you took the day off, and I'm like, double fuck.
So luckily, recording it. Jesus, is it really 8:45?
Hell yeah.
So recording at 8:45 Eastern works out with Pappy living in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, no skin off my back.
And then next week, Tuesday at 8 again.
As long as I can make, I have to make sure that I have rehearsal on Wednesday, so I'll have to tell him tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Remember how I wanted to record on Wednesday this week? I meant next week. So yeah, I'm sorry. Since Kaylee and Chris are going to be on for that one.
Guests everywhere. Yeah. We just constantly have people on.
We're not entertaining enough by ourselves.
We're not. That's the problem. And then we completely disregard them for pretty much the entire show, like you, Pappy.
Fuck him.
What?
Exactly.
Fuck him.
Exactly.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
I forgot you were here.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're coming tomorrow, not today. What the hell are you?
Shit.
Shut up, Joe.
Guess I'll go back to my Chinese food then.
So Pappy, what have you been playing recently?
Well, I just
Chris, what have you been playing?
Installed Steam.
No, go ahead, Pappy. Don't listen to him.
What?
Just continue talking.
Huh?
And we'll disregard that.
I finally broke down and installed Steam yesterday on my poor little laptop. It only crashed 4 times trying to download the first game.
Nice.
But as long as I don't go full screen mode in the Steam menu, my computer does not freeze and die.
You mean the big picture mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need that.
No, well, my laptop literally can't handle it. It immediately disconnects from the internet and crashes.
Yeah, you don't need big picture mode. Big picture mode is primarily for people that connect their computers to a TV and they want to use it like a console.
Yeah, like me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which I really should.
Yeah, dude, big picture mode is fucking the tits. Like it's really, really cool.
Well, it's fun. No, I got Hotline Miami, the Stanley Parable, and the one that you recommended, Joe, that I keep forgetting the title of.
Gunpoint.
Yeah, Gunpoint. They're all fun. Stanley Parable was just an amusing game. You don't really have to do anything other than
Please
just
tell me
walk around.
about that game. I have heard so much about the Stanley
Alright, so
Parable. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I have the demo on my laptop. I could make you play it.
So it's a comedy, more or less.
You're a
so what it
comedy.
is you show up to work and there's no one else there, and there's a narrator, and the narrator tells you what to do, and you can choose to do it or ignore it, and that changes the story. So he's like, Stanley, entered the waiting area, and it was nice, and he went down the hall on the left towards the meeting room, and if you go to the right, he's like, or Stanley chose to detour, and he turns around, and I kept going straight. He's like, well, Stanley decided to ignore the suggestions given to him and went on his way. And it's I got 2 endings so far, both of them by ignoring, at a certain point and going my own way.
Nice.
And it's really super meta. Like, at one point, at the last words on my screen were, please die. Like, he's like,
I want to
Stanley,
play this
you keep
game so
ignoring
bad.
me. Yeah, you keep ignoring me. You haven't learned your lesson. Please die. And it's like, press 0 to die.
That's awesome.
Like it's one of those things where it's not meant to be like a skill based game. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh, no,
essentially
no,
it's
you
just
literally
it's supposed
just-
to
you
be
can't-
a story. Like
That's
Yeah, you
cool.
can't you can only open a couple of doors. That's
And didn't
it. You
that
don't
get
pick
like a
anything up.
shitload of awards too?
oh god, yeah, yeah. It got like a crazy good Metascore. Like
How much is it?
like $15, I think.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah,
Well,
and
if
that's
someone wants to gift that to me on Steam.
Hey, me too, man. I've been dying to fucking play it. It went on sale for the winter sale, but I ended up picking up a bunch of other stuff instead. But yeah, dude, I want to play. Like, and in all seriousness, you should play the demo. Because like I played the demo just to see, because everybody's always like Stanley Parable, like you got to play this game. It's so different. It's so unique. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is it? And then when you play the demo, like even the demo plays off of the fact that like nobody can give a unique description as to how you feel playing the game.
No, it's
So
just
the
weird.
demo even like says it's a demo. Like it's just like, we're gonna tell you how the Stanley Parable is as a game, and we're like, and you still get the experience that you would by playing the game, and you get those kind of like decision based kind of things. Obviously, because it's a demo, there's only one path that you can essentially take.
Yeah.
But you have this sense of like the kind of stuff that they're going to be pulling off during the game, and it's just I don't know, it's just so it's so interesting.
My second playthrough, I fell through the game and went to the museum of the game. So I was
God.
looking around at the furniture and set pieces from the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And that was
really
intentional,
weird.
because I took that path, and they're like, okay, here's where that path is going to lead you, behind the game.
Yeah,
That's funny.
like there's a
Yeah.
lot of really funny shit going on in this game. Like,
So yeah, if anybody wants to gift that on Steam to JoeCamNet,
or I believe mine's Croth1134. I think something like
Yeah,
that.
I called it first. So Zach, if you want,
Hey, I'm actually on my computer and I actually play those games.
I am on my
extensively,
computer every single day.
but I'm gaming on my PC.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
snap.
have that on me.
I do.
But people want me to play PC games.
Yeah,
You already do, so you don't need that motivation to play PC games.
but I need the motivation to play Stanley Parable by somebody
So what
buying
I
it for
have
me.
been doing is making sure I when people were recommending games to me, I'm actually like checking them out first, because
Yeah.
like a lot of people were like, oh, check out Super Meat Boy. So I checked out and I'm like, no, this would be a waste of money for me, because I would die
You don't want to like.
so much.
I don't think I could ever recommend Meat Boy without a controller.
You can use a controller.
Can you?
Yeah.
The game is amazing. It really is.
But
And
that's
it
one of those
starts
games
off
I'd rather
easy
watch
enough.
someone else play because I know my skill level,
Yeah.
and I know that game is so far beyond my skill level. It's not worth giving money
And
to just lose horribly.
The music
whole
is
time.
awesome too.
The music is awesome.
Thanks to Danny B, early guest on the SML podcast. Danny B.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of game, like the majority of games that I actually play on my PC, if it was also developed on a console or for a console or what have you, I play it with a controller.
Yeah.
Like, I still use my PC in some instances as a console. I really do. But there are some games like shooters, like I play those.
Pappy opened a drink.
I hear that.
Coke Zero, motherfuckers.
Nice.
Strip the
I'm a
paint off
rebel.
a car.
You're a zero.
Something like that.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, actually, well, because a game that I actually just started messing around with, Crinklecast.
Water, motherfucker.
A game that I just started checking out and I think is really interesting is Blacklight Retribution. So Blacklight Retribution is a free to play shooter.
I should let you try it on the PS4.
I'd
so
be
you could show
interested to
me
see
about
like how it plays on a, because honestly, like gameplay wise, it reminds me of kind of like a slight Halo-esque type of feel to it, but like if you were to mix that with I don't want to say Call of Duty because Call of Duty is like a little too frantic.
Yeah.
Maybe more like a Counter-Strike-ish kind of thing. It depends. I mean, but it's a shooter. It's very well done. There's a lot of really interesting elements to it. The customization is fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for customization.
Yeah, I know you are.
But what's interesting about it is like even just stupid stuff like they force you to use the customization suite in a way that, you know, is very unique in my opinion, where instead of like taking a gun and giving you like an initial like this is how the gun works, like here's how a basic version of the gun is, and you can replace things like the stock and the, you know, the barrel and stuff like that. They go as far as saying here is the receiver for the gun. So you have like the bare bone essential like main piece of an assault rifle, a submachine gun, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, and then you add on the barrel and you essentially make a gun from scratch depending on like what pieces you end up using, and all of them completely change the stats, so it's not like just aesthetics and maybe like some small stat boosts or decreases. They're extremely drastic. And I don't know, I think it seems really, really fun. I mean, even just gameplay wise, it's very polished. It looks great. And there's like little things where like during a match, you'll acquire points, and you can use those points to go to like this little station, like in game, and you can unlock, you know, certain guns that you can use, like almost like kind of how a kill streak reward is, but you don't have to like perform to a certain degree to make sure that you get some of these items. It could just be, you know, just the fact that you're in the game to a certain point. If you save all your points, you could get a much more like badass thing. And
Don't worry, Pappy. We'll get back to you soon.
there's like mech suits and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know. It seems it was a lot of fun. I dig it. I'm enjoying it so far, and obviously because it's on PlayStation 4, I'd be interested to see what it's like on there. But I think it would transfer well to a console.
Yeah,
so.
I think I downloaded that the day I got the PS4, and I never fired it up.
I don't know. I like it. I dig it.
That and Warframe. Never played that either yet.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that too. A buddy of mine plays it a lot, but I haven't gotten into it.
I know
yet.
what Pappy's excited to play.
He's
Q Pappy.
What? yeah, no, I can't wait for Dragon Age Inquisition to come out.
I was going to say on the topic of shooters, Titanfall.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that. I was actually going to go and seg far away on the topic of unlocking shit and talk about my experience with the Lego Marvel superheroes.
Sure, go for it. Lego
Fuck
Marvel.
that goddamn game.
Lego Marvel.
Lego Marvel is so much fun and so goddamn ridiculous. Like, I beat the game and I'm 18% complete.
No, you got to be more than that. There's no way you're only 18.
I am only 18% complete.
I don't believe that.
I will screenshot my game
Picture, it
later.
didn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
beat the goddamn game, and I did the Tony Stark party, and I'm at like 18%.
I just have a hard time believing that because I know the Lego games put more percentage emphasis on the actual story levels.
Well, I did not. I usually only got 2 gold bricks every level. That's it.
I don't know, but that is a game that is
It's
heavily
really good. It's really
focused
fun,
on the exploration and
but then you beat the game, and it's like, oh, you have all New York to explore, and it's like, oh, but you need Ant-Man for this. You need this person for that. And I'm like, motherfucker, how do I get them? I beat the game, and I only unlocked like 25 out of 103 characters.
find the characters. There are so many characters littered around the city.
I have not found a single character.
I have no idea how you haven't. Check your map. There's icons for fucking everything on the map.
Really? I did not know there was character. I haven't seen any, so I guess I got to do better exploring.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe
there
you just
definitely
need to
should
be better at playing games.
because
Yeah,
so many.
no, that's why Joe always invited me over to play the latest fighting game because he knew he would always win.
No. Well, yeah, against you, but
Yeah,
again, like,
yeah. It's like, I'm really sick of the computer kicking my ass. Pappy, come on over.
We've gone over many times how bad I am at actual fighting games.
Yeah, he really is.
Well, I guess Smash Brothers would.
Well, I mean, that is a fighting game.
barely.
Any co-op.
That
game
is
Joe
a
tends
fighting
to-
game.
Yeah.
That's a party game more than
That
a
is a
fighting game.
fighting game.
Okay, but it's a party game more than a fighting game.
Anyhow, it's any co-op game that I can play with Joe that takes us head to head, I will lose.
I don't know. I think you got me on a couple games.
Well, I still
Halo.
remember when we did the Burnout and we split it. You, me, and our buddy Powder. We realized each of us was good at one type of the game.
Yeah.
So like I did the whenever you had to wreck other cars, like and race.
Takedown
Yeah,
mode,
the
was
takedown
it?
mode.
Yeah, takedown. Powder was good with the pure racing, and Joe just murdered the
Crash mode.
crash mode. Yeah, so
God,
we would just
I love that.
take turns playing the game, and we were literally like taking the gold on every event.
Yeah.
By our powers combined.
Good
You were like a
times.
Voltron of gaming.
Yes, the Burnout Voltron of Ultimate Doom.
Something like that, yeah.
So, Pappy, did you do any of the free roam stuff on Lego Marvel?
Almost none. No, I was really getting into the story, so I skipped the free roam until I beat the game. So I'm just now getting into
It essentially becomes another game.
Yeah, it does.
So
exploring
Yeah,
the
now-
city is so much of the game on there.
I'm really enjoying the GTA safe mode where you can just like the best way to get coins is to hop in a taxi and just
And-
drive down the sidewalk.
Yeah, and run over anything.
Yeah,
Because
and the
when you're
people just
driving-
get out of the way. Like nobody dies,
Yeah.
so I don't feel like I'm a murderous asshole. I just get coins up the wazoo.
And when you're driving and you run over stuff, like the studs don't just go flying, you just automatically get them.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of
it's
baller.
Yeah. Some of the
although,
weapons do that too.
There doesn't
like-
seem to be a reason to get the coins.
yeah, well, they're studs first off, not coins.
Whatever.
studs.
But the studs are what you use to buy the characters as you unlock them.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I did not know that. So I haven't bought shit for anybody, huh?
Maybe that's where most of your hidden characters are.
Probably.
When you're free roaming, what is it? The Y button to switch characters. Hold it, and it should bring up the full screen of different characters there. And if you see
Yeah.
any with a question mark, you haven't found them yet. If you just see a black silhouette, you have to buy them.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll
Yeah.
have to go check that out because I have like fucking almost 3 million pieces.
Yeah, and then you use that
Studs.
to buy the red bricks as you unlock them.
Yeah,
I
have to
really
find
need.
them.
I want to play that game so bad.
Lego Marvel.
I want Deadpool, but I really want Deadpool. It was nice that he narrates the after game extra content. So that was at least,
Yeah, there's
fun.
a whole bunch of extra stages that are all centered around and narrated by Deadpool, and that's where the red bricks are located.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
as-
was there one in Tony Stark's party? Because I didn't find it.
Yes, I believe so.
Can you get it as Iron Man, or do you have to go back to somebody else? Because I couldn't do the pinata thing.
God,
I guess you have to be
probably have to
telekinetic
use
for
someone
that.
else. Yeah. You go back to the stages, or even if you pull up the map, you could go to the stage icons, and don't play it as story. Do it as free play.
Yeah, yeah. So that's where I fucked up. I jumped in the first one, the very first stage for free mode, so I could, get me some of those whatever. What are those little the 10 that you have to collect in every level?
The gold stuff or the gold bricks.
No, not the gold bricks. The funky little traffic light looking thing.
Oh, the yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I hooked up. I'm like, okay, I'll go in there with Mark 42, Iron Man, so I can laser the gold shit. I'll go in there with Wolverine and Spider-Man, and I can do. I think that's everything. Yeah, so I'm thinking that, and I just click fucking story mode, and I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, you could just hit start and go back to the city.
Well, I did. It was just all that load time, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Load times were not great in that game.
No, they're not. They're not. But as a game, like, I really was gonna wait till it came on sale, but I broke down and bought it for I think $40 at GameStop.
It was
New.
on sale on Steam, and I feel like a fucking retard for not buying it. Because it was like
it's one of those games.
It
where
went
you can
on sale for I think it was $15.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
you would get your money's worth in the first week, easy.
Yeah, that's
It's one of those games that you can just pop in and play from anywhere from 20 minutes to 5 hours. Like it doesn't. If you have a little bit of time, you free roam. If you have a lot of bit of time, you play some story mode.
Yeah, that's the glory of the Lego games. Is there's just so much shit to do.
How is did you get a chance to play the Lego the movie the game?
The Lego movie game? I did, yeah. It's fun. I'm worried about playing it too much because the cutscenes in the game are from the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, like they have actual movie footage as the cutscene. The game is pretty much you're playing through the story of the movie.
Okay.
And a lot of those story scenes are done with movie clips.
Right. And you haven't seen the movie yet.
No, not yet. So
I haven't either, so.
Like, I played through a few of the stages, but I don't want to keep going because I don't want
You
to
don't
ruin
want to spoil the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually watched the outtakes on YouTube, and they are hilarious.
Nice.
If you have a chance, it doesn't spoil the movie at all, but they actually animated some of the outtakes
Nice.
from the audio, and they are fucking funny.
I will definitely look that up.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. But
Yeah,
the
it's
game,
worth it. It's only like 4 minutes long, and when it's over, you're like, I want another hour of this.
I've heard the movie is fantastic.
Yeah, no, everyone is just.
I really want to see it. That was like
fucking Monuments, man.
how was that?
Disappointing. I was hoping it would be really good, because they were claiming they pushed it back from November into February because they weren't done with the special effects.
Oh.
No, they pushed it out of the way because it is in no way an awards film.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad, but with all of that talent, they wasted the fuck out of it. The only plus side is you can still see that the actors, just like the Ocean's movies, the actors are having a blast.
Well, that's good
Like,
at least.
Yeah.
Bill Murray does not stop. You can tell Bill Murray's just like, this is fucking great. I'm pretending to be a fucking 60-year-old goddamn World War II soldier, and I get to pick on my coworkers and hang out with all these awesome actors, comedians from his generation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Damon's the youngest guy in the cast by like 15 fucking years.
Matt
Damon.
And
Did you actually, speaking of Matt Damon, did you guys see the video online of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck going back and forth, making fun of each other essentially?
No.
I can believe that. I mean,
it's actually it was for a promotional thing. I think it's Ben and I don't. You're supposed to be able to go to a website and donate to a certain charity or something like that that's involving both of them. But the video that they put out to try and use for the promotional stuff, it's fucking hysterical.
oh yeah, and I mean, but they've known each other for a long time. I mean, think about all the Kevin Smith movies that they were in.
Oh,
together,
yeah. That's a good thing.
So that whole thing just kind of brought the conversation to a halt.
Well, yeah. I don't know much about movies.
Well,
So-
we can't go past Matt Damon now, so we're stuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Grapes of Wrath.
So
Yeah.
Lego.
Lego movie.
No, Lego was good. The Wolf Among Us, episode 2. Have you guys played that yet? Wolf Among Us?
I haven't played any of it.
I haven't. I really want to see. I want to get some opinions on the Last of Us DLC. If anybody got it, did you get your hands on that or no?
I still need to go on there and beat that game.
Oh yeah, you do.
I never beat it either.
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Dude,
I haven't turned my PS3 on in fucking 4 months. That's why.
Last of Us gave me fucking anxiety attacks.
Dude, that game. I could see that because that game was just. Oh my god.
Like
I need to beat it in the next month and a half because I'm giving my PS3 to somebody.
Well,
at the end
you
of
better
March,
fucking do it. Get to it, man. Nothing to it but to do it.
When I get the Xbone and since it's a Blu-ray player, I have no reason to have a PS3 because I only own 6 games. So
yeah, what games?
The Last of Us. Didn't we do this last podcast? Actually,
I don't.
I think we did actually.
You're asking me if I remember
The Last
something.
of Us, Ni no Kuni, and some old Portal 2. The one with Sackboy, that game that came out with
Little
the
Big
fucking
Planet.
PS3.
Yeah. Yeah, we went over his PlayStation collection last time.
Probably. I don't remember.
But yeah, you need to finish that game. Like I will tell you right now, doing that game and finishing it, like the storyline itself, it made me feel like a terrible person. Like
Cool.
not a
No,
terrible person. Like I've done something wrong, but
it made you feel bad, like trying to play Jade Empire on evil mode, kind of bad.
Them feels. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just the overall the feeling of the game, like, oh my god, I just felt like garbage.
Yeah,
I
I really want to see the end of the game, but it really was one of those games where I would walk down an empty street and I would be freaking out and shaking, like, what's going to come out at me? And nothing would come out at me.
Yeah.
And I'm still just like, oh my god, that means something's coming out next. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, when is it coming? Where is it?
Now I could do without the whole, oh hey look, I'm stealthing and I killed this guy and I accidentally bumped into a bottle, so the nearest 412 zombies are gonna pounce on me.
Yeah.
You know. And then, the little girl's just fucking doing a goddamn jig in the middle of the field, like
And no
nobody
one
sees
sees
me.
her.
God damn it, game.
Yeah.
At least make it believable that they're hiding and sneaking, not just walking nonchalantly down the middle of the goddamn road.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I mean,
I'll get the DLC eventually because I got the season pass when it came out.
Oh, really?
Mainly for the single player bonuses, like extra.
I don't know what
shit.
extra shit they gave out with
I
it.
don't remember, but the DLC is 5 gig.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. From what I understand, it's. I mean, I didn't look into it too much as far as what the storyline is and what it actually does. But from what I understand, it's a pretty much a full-fledged story mode derivative.
It's got to be for that size. I mean, fucking even Battlefield has smaller DLC, and they release 6 freaking maps on.
Let's not get into Battlefield. I have a sour taste in my mouth for Battlefield
I'm
right
sorry. That until I get my hands on Titanfall, that's still my FPS of choice.
Your mom's my FPS of choice.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know.
FPS Russia is my FPS of choice. I actually just watched one of his videos for the first time in forever. This morning, actually. He took
Ashley's gonna be making noise behind us now.
Well, that's the thing. So yeah. So what else have you been playing recently?
No, that's about it.
That's about it. Joe?
Yeah, after the holidays, I went on a movie tear. I just did that the damn short film festival for the last 5 days. I got a press pass for that. Writing for Drunk Monkeys, my pimp there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I got to see 5 days worth of short films. Some of them were fucking awesome. Some of them were great. And
fucking terrible.
2 of them were good. No, there was not a terrible. There was only one that I genuinely didn't like, but half the audience loved it. It was just too avant-garde for me.
Too
and I thought it was
artsy-fartsy.
Yeah, but some. I mean, dude, there were some that had me literally in tears. There were some that some one of the best fucking horror anything I've seen was Edward the Damned, and it was a 20-minute short film, and it was better than most full horror movies. And so I'm getting on fucking texting people who like horror, you got to find this. And the downside is, since all of these films are in the festival circuit, you can't find any of them online.
Yeah.
But I will say, there's a comedy troupe from LA that put in a comedy one, and their name is Chased by Bear, and I guess they do put some stuff on YouTube. So I got to check them out this week and see if they have anything.
Chased by Bear.
Yeah,
Oh
Chased by Bear Productions. Their short was The Master of Disguise, and it was only like a 5-minute comedy short. You know, 2 special agents are in a warehouse trying to find this guy who's a disguise, master. And the girl cop finds him, and you're thinking this guy's going to be disguised as something clever or whatever. He's disguised as the girl cop. So she's like 5'6", he's like 6'4".
Oh, God.
And then, of course, the male partner cannot tell them apart. And that's where the comedy... And he's like, okay, I know how I can tell who's who. What's my recurring nightmare? And then the guy dressed the girl is like, waking up to find you're a centaur, but you prematurely ejaculate. And the girl's like, what? No, it's that I'm drowning and you can't save me. And he goes, shit, I have both of those recurring nightmares.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so it's only like a 5-minute one. I mean, there were some good ones. One of the other comedies was this guy was pee shy, and in this public restroom, this older man's like, here's a trick my daddy taught me. Hold my hand. And so the guy holds his hand, and all of a sudden he pees. So they travel the world holding hands and pissing on things.
What the fuck?
That one actually won the audience award for best comedy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, some of the dramas were good.
How noisy can you be, Ashley? How?
But yeah, it was since I got a press pass, I got to see behind the scenes. I got to talk to members of the board of directors. I got to anything I missed because I was at work. They had iPads in the green room, and press could go there and pop on a set of headphones and watch the films that they'd missed out on.
That's baller.
Nice. Oh my God! I didn't realize my scream earlier completely.
Yeah, peaked out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Why are you making me do fucking work and
look at
shit?
the difference in your volume and mine. Something needs to be fixed.
I'm an entertainer. My voice projects.
So I'm plenty loud.
I'm gonna
here.
go get another Coke Zero. So
You
I'll be
shut
right
the
back.
fuck up, Pappy. No one asked you.
You do as you're told.
You whore.
Something like that.
So
Joe, what are you playing? Anything?
Lego Movie video game.
Anything else?
What was that? You weren't close enough to the mic.
Anything else?
Bravely Default.
Yeah, we covered that last
it's
week.
so fun. Although we talked about that quite a bit when Chris was on, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we mentioned
so.
it last week as well.
Yeah, probably, because it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. La.
Anything else?
I didn't do anything new with my 4th of February.
I didn't either.
Because, I don't know, I really want to try firing up Dishonored, but there's so much shit to play.
I'm job searching like a motherfucker, so I'm when I'm playing, I'm really just doing some really lackadaisical shit.
I was Titanfalling.
Right? Yeah, you were doing that before we actually recorded.
Which is cool as shit. Everyone knows I'm not a huge fan of first-person shooters, and Call of Duty can eat my butthole. But I'm having a lot of fun with this. One of the biggest complaints I've seen about the game is the AI that's there. It's like, oh, there's fucking AI, and just, they're fucking stupid, and it would have been better just to have more people instead of 6-on-6 and all this AI. I love the AI teammates because I'm not good at shooters. So I can run around with my auto-targeting weak-ass pistol and pick off AI members for less points towards winning and everything else, but I could still feel like I did something.
You're
What
still
game?
contributing to the
Titanfall.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me in Battlefield. I just soak up bullets so my more talented teammates can kill people.
Well, I was just saying that I don't know if you heard us while you were going and jerking off or whatever, but
I had to fart, so I figured I'd go to the other side of the apartment first.
the game is 6-on-6, but there's also AI teammates. The AI teammates are not very good, but neither am I. So
you just tackle the AI enemies?
pretty much. And instead of me trying to take out the actual talented people and getting destroyed every single time, I'll go after the AI blips and take them out and feel like I'm actually contributing.
See, that's why I like FPSs. Even if I die, if I manage to die hilariously, it doesn't bother me at all. Like,
well, Battlefield, you'll definitely get that experience.
Yeah, no, like I went to, I snuck up behind this dude, and I grabbed him to do the stab, and I'm like in mid-thrust forward, and someone grabs me, spins me around, stabs me in the neck. And I can't help but laugh. I'm like, I was about to get like a super rare stealth kill, and of course, someone on the other team fucking stealthed me while I was stealthing. And I can't not laugh at that.
That's like the local wrestling thing.
And it landed on me. Like, how can you not laugh? I took a helicopter out of the air, and oh shit, it's crashing right at me.
Wow, your audio quality is getting shitty.
You want me to jump off and back onto Skype?
No, you're good. You're fine.
Yeah, you sound better now, but you were getting like all garbled.
But
That's weird.
no, the whole knifing thing, that reminds me when I was telling you there was a local wrestling, I guess like show or something that was going on like in an armory or whatever, and I saw a video of it because a couple of friends of mine are involved with it, and there was a match where there was a guy that put another guy in a sleeper hold. And then another guy came into the ring and put that guy in a sleeper hold. And then another guy came in and put that guy that was giving that guy who was giving that guy a sleeper in a sleeper hold.
So there were like 8 dudes taking a nap in the ring.
Yeah, you might want to disconnect and call back because you sound like ass.
Like, yeah, I haven't even moved. Like, from when you said it was good, I stood still. Well,
I don't know.
Sat still.
I don't know what's happening to it.
I don't know.
I'll be right back.
Good. Fuck you.
Yeah, that was fucking hysterical.
There you
oh, were you going to be able to hear that during the recording? Fuck. I'm trying.
Whatever. I don't care.
There we go.
Hello?
I think you're better.
Hello.
Yes, much better.
All right, I'm just going to not move.
Good.
Ever again.
Stop getting cokes.
Oh.
You asshole.
But I need the Coke.
So,
but yeah, so I mean, I've been playing Rust.
I was gonna say something else about Titanfall.
Oh yeah, go for
Since
it.
he was mentioning his stealth kills and knifing people.
Oh yeah,
The melee kills in Titanfall.
fucking drop.
Oh my god! You instead of like stabbing someone or punching someone, you do jump kicks.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you jump kick them like in the
You
chest.
fucking jump kick them and kill them.
That's
It
a
is-
powerful feat.
It is fucking.
It is hysterical.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially when you watch the replay back.
Yeah.
Or you see someone else doing it. Oh my god. So stupid. The game is so much fun.
Can someone
now.
take a recording of it and dub in like Bruce Lee's voice when he does the jump kick?
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Titanfall is a blast, and I'm hoping that you get your X-Bone in time for March 11th so we can play together.
Yeah,
And
it might
Josh.
be, if not then, pretty close to afterwards. My goal is to have it by the 20th. So
What, February 20th?
no. I'm doing my taxes tomorrow. I should, if I get it within 3 weeks, I get the Xbox. Within 3 weeks.
Yeah.
When I get my tax money, I get my Xbox.
Well, where do you file your taxes?
I'm
This
gonna
is
try
not
doing
the
them
tax
myself.
cast.
It was the movie cast before, so I could ask him where he gets his taxes done.
Usually, there's a tax center that on base that does it all for free for all military.
Your mom does it all for free.
On
For
base.
some reason, the tax center didn't open this year or hasn't opened yet, and I'm sick of waiting. So TurboTax and H&R Block will do it for free online for military.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try and do it myself this year, and get. I'm shooting for 2,500. That'd be really fucking sweet.
Nice. Because yeah, we did H&R Block and got ours back in like a week. It was.
Well, it's because you already
fast.
did it. The longer you wait, the longer you have to wait for your money back. So
I didn't
I'm
even
hoping
file
I can
my
still-
taxes because there's an error every time I try and do it.
Oh god.
Well, because I didn't file last year, so when you have to put in your like PIN through the fucking whatchamacallit,
Helpful.
God,
And what you call it?
not the FBI, the fucking
IRS.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the IRS like gives you a PIN that you're supposed to put in when you file online, and it's supposed to be the one that you have from the year before or what have you. I didn't file last year, So when I fill it out, I'm supposed to put 0. When I put 0 in, it fucking like doesn't register the right number or something like that, and it tells me I'm wrong, which I've called the IRS and I got their automated system and they told me it's 0. So, I mean, it literally will not let me file my taxes, which, to be completely honest with you, I'm not really fucking worried about it because my fucking whopping tax return would have been $20.
Nice.
So, whatever.
Yeah, the greater than the cost of time spent doing your taxes.
Nice.
Well, I had one fucking W-2 to put in, and that was it.
Yeah, I usually do an easy, but since they moved me, I have a W-2 and a moving W-2. Like, they actually give you one in the middle, like a separate fucking W-2 because I BCS'd.
Yeah.
And it's for like $218, but I have to fucking... So now I can't do the easy because I have 2 W-2s.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, thanks a lot, $200. Appreciate you fucking that up.
Yeah,
Nice.
damn it.
So you said you were playing Rust.
Yeah, Rust. I've been messing around with that. A buddy of mine actually bought a server, so we have our own server now. I mean, we made it public so anybody can join.
Is that the game where you start out naked?
Yep.
There's like dicks everywhere.
No. So you start out essentially in the middle of a field with a rock and a torch, and I think that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
I
rock
saw
and a torch.
videos, and there's just dudes without pants, dongs.
Without
No.
pants.
Not,
Yeah, there's dicks in the game.
Oh, well, they had to have hacked it so
No.
that you could see it. No, because even when you're not wearing clothes, like if your character has nothing on, he's still wearing pants.
No, because there's
Joe
definitely
just sees
dicks
what he
in the
wants
game.
to see when it comes to dicks. Okay.
They put in censorship because people were posting dicks on Steam. So they put in, like, you can have it censored or uncensored. And by default, the guy switched it to censored because people were just putting dicks all over Steam.
I'll have to look into this, but
Yeah, there are definitely dicks.
Joe knows
in
dicks.
Rust.
Don't question his
Dude,
dick.
when
I
it comes
guess.
to dicks, don't come at me, bro.
I don't want
or
to.
come at him.
Yeah.
Come on him.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, so I've been playing that a little bit, and it's fun. I enjoy the game a lot. I was kind of bummed out that they took the zombies out, but they added in like rabid like wolves and bears that will fuck your shit up. I guess they have like they have radiation on them, so essentially they're like zombie animals. But it's fun. You know, I'm having fun with it. Someone attempted to raid my house this morning, and they were thwarted by the fact that I essentially, like, when I built my house, I have it so that you walk in, like, steel doors are very, like, the metal doors are very hard to, like, bust open. And you have to have C4, which C4 is, like, extremely difficult to try and find in the game. But anyway, so as soon as you go into my house, when you try to get into my house, there's a steel door. And then that steel door leads to another steel door. And then that one leads to a hallway that has 4 different rooms that all have steel doors on them. And one of them is the staircase going up to the second floor. So then you go up to the second floor, and then like there's a doorway at the top of the second floor as well. So you walk into there, and then there's 4 more rooms that all have steel doors. And one of them is the set of stairs that is going up to the third floor. All of my stuff is on the third floor. So if someone tries to go through the building, and there was someone that actually tried climbing all the way up, like they built a foundation on the next to my house, and then just built stairs going all the way up, and then jumped over to my roof, and tried coming down that way. But essentially, it's all like it's symmetrical. So I just moved everything to the second floor. So even if they wanted to come through the bottom or if they wanted to come through the top, like they have to guess which one is the stairwell, and it's still they're gonna waste like so many resources just trying to bust one of the doors down. So I think my
So
shit's
how long
like
did you have to play in order to successfully build a place like that, though?
a couple hours, like not long
That's
at
it?
all, really.
Wow.
But that's
You just
all. It
built
also depends on where you are and what kind of resources that you can get together.
Here, the thumbnail for this video has Rust Dick on it.
Rusty Dick.
I didn't see that in the game at all.
That's a dick right there.
That's really weird. That's very weird.
Destructoid had a really, really funny video called the name of the article is Rust Needs More Players Like This Guy. A salute to this chief. And apparently whoever did this video was going through the game and he bumped into this guy called This Chief. And he was the most insane person I've ever seen play a video game before. Like they're walking down a road and just a fireplace appeared out of nowhere. And the guy was like, dude, did this fireplace just appear out of nowhere? Did it come out of your ass or something? He's like, man, everything comes out of my asshole. He's like, oh man, look, there's a town up here. And got to get down because there's like wolves and shit. And like the wolves will come up. He's like, oh fuck, they're coming at us. Run, get the It was insane just watching the video and how crazy this guy was.
You need to play with us. Like it's like that's pretty much like how we play every game. Like you have to hear the kind of conversations that we have like over Skype and TeamSpeak and all that kind of stuff when we're playing games together. Because like we have a group of about like 5 or 6 people that we like pretty much. It doesn't matter if we're playing the same game or if we're just all on at the same time. Like we'll all like be in the same Skype call or whatever. And just the conversations that we have and the banter that goes on is just fucking outrageous. Like, it's crazy. And we're a diverse group because of Javen. So, it's my shoe.
No. I was going to say, I like how I could hear your shoe squeaking through the headset.
Yeah.
I thought it was the chair, and you were shaking it until it was about to break.
It's my shoe. Against the chair.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. You know, games and stuff.
So,
speaking of games and stuff,
Rust has dicks.
Apparently,
Pappy likes Lego Marvel, and
Joe likes dicks.
I do.
Apparently,
The
so
SML podcast. Come
right.
for the childish humor, stay for the childish humor.
That'll
come
be our
for the
slogan.
child.
Come for the childish humor, stay for the childish humor.
So Pappy, what kind of music do you want to hear?
Wow, are we really wrapping this up at an hour?
Hey, listen, we've been going overboard. We need to start keeping it down to a minimum
We've been
again.
going like super overboard lately. Well, is there any other news that we should?
Not really. Not that I know of.
No, it's the slow season.
It is.
It really is.
Except
For
fucking
music,
Irrational.
movie, video games. It's this is when everyone's still hibernating.
Man, last February is THQ, and now this February it's Irrational Games.
Wow,
What's
February
next
sucks
February?
for-
Let's do it. Who's next February?
Bethesda.
Oh God, I don't think that'll ever happen. Acclaim, no.
No.
Claim? All right.
Elder Scrolls Online.
because of Elder Scrolls Online, they go bankrupt and
there we go.
and they
There we go.
close by
I like
next
it.
year
I like
February.
No, because then they'll just bust out Fallout 4 and everything will be saved.
Nah,
Oh God, I want it so bad. I'm glad they said they're gonna wait and use a new engine though, because New Vegas was starting to look a little dated.
starting.
Well, that was more Obsidian than Bethesda. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I put more hours into that than any game ever. But I am glad that they're waiting a couple of years, let shit die down, let the fan base get rabid again, and then do an updated fucking engine. So maybe people don't look
Speaking
like
of
burn victims.
Obsidian, March 4th, Obsidian's new game,
God damn it!
South Park: The Stick of Truth. It's actually coming
Finally?
this time.
I know.
Yeah.
I want it.
The game went gold. It is happening March 4th.
That's 3 games I got to get when I get my Xbone. Then
That's not Xbone. That's 360.
so I have to keep my 360.
Yeah, 360, PS3, and PC. Why would you
Yeah,
get
well-
rid of your 360?
Well, I mean, I didn't think I'd need both Xboxes hooked up to my goddamn TV.
You know the Xbox One doesn't play 360 stuff, right?
Yeah, I know, but that's why I've been trying not to buy new games so I can finish them all. And then if I'm feeling retro, I can hook it up. But the idea is to just only have the Xbone, most of the time.
I don't
Why
understand.
not
the
have
logic
them
on
both hooked up?
Well, I guess I have to if they're still releasing Xbox or 360 exclusives.
Well, I just don't understand why you wouldn't keep it hooked up.
Because I have a living room with limited space, Batman.
Okay, so you
It
won't
doesn't
have a
take
PS3.
up that much space.
You won't have a PS3, so you'd have an Xbone
No,
and a
you're right.
360.
But it just bums me out that if I want to play the Stick of Truth, I got to keep my 360. If I want to play Titanfall, I got to buy an Xbone. And then if I want to play fucking Def Jam, I got to pull my Xbox original out of the goddamn closet.
If you really want, you could just get Titanfall on the 360, right?
No, I'm getting the Xbone because I'm playing with you and Josh.
Well, I'm saying if you wanted Titanfall but not an Xbone, it is coming to 360.
I want an Xbone because my friends are getting Xbones. And I can
We already
continue to play.
have Xbones.
Well, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to lose one person by switching over to the Xbone.
Who?
White, you don't know him. I play Battlefield with him all the time.
What about Kat? Is she getting one?
Eventually, probably like 2015.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I do got to keep the 360, but I can still bitch about it.
Fuck, you should see my living room. The PS3,
No,
the
I've
PS4.
seen your living.
Oh, you
God
haven't
damn
seen
it,
it
Joe.
recently.
Yeah,
the PS3, the PS4, the 360, the Xbone, and the Wii U.
All hooked up to the same TV.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to have a lot of fun, smudge Joe's TV on the way out.
Oh my god, if you fucking touch the new TV, I will destroy you.
Thanks for the
hosted
advice,
a party
Pappy.
like 5-6 years ago, and someone smudged it during the night, and no one owned up to it, and Joe was mad for like 8 hours.
It wasn't a
Like-
smudge. It was
looked
a
like someone licked
fucking
it.
handprint.
Smear.
Yeah,
And the
it
TV
was like someone got up and then like tripped and then caught themselves on the TV. That's what. It
Oh,
looked like.
God.
Yeah, it was a full-on handprint, and the TV was like 4 days old.
Yeah, and Joe, that was his only rule for the whole weekend: don't touch the
Don't
TV,
touch
and
the
no one fessed
fucking
up to
TV.
it. So he got like he would have been less angry if you had just kicked him in the dick and spit in his mouth.
He would have liked it.
I would have been less angry if someone was like, dude, it was me. I got up and I lost my balance and
Yeah,
sorry, man.
nobody fessed up.
No one said anything. That's what pissed me off. And the fact that my 4-day-old TV had a fucking handprint.
And it was the nicest TV any of us owned.
And it wasn't off to the side. It was dead
center?
center in the middle of the fucking screen.
I like to think that somebody was sleepwalking and reenacted a scene from Poltergeist. And then just went back to bed.
This new one, Jesus Christ.
It's too much.
No.
It's too much.
Nope.
If you haven't
It's too
noticed,
much.
everything Joe does is too much.
Too much.
Except loving you, Pappy.
Yeah, but no, because you still do too much teeth.
I eat too much. I drink too much. I talk too much.
I don't get way to
Too
know.
much. No, nobody.
No. I know the song, but no.
The drummer's good. I'm just saying.
I don't even remember the band. I remember the song.
Carter Beauford's a fucking beast.
That was the one last thing from the film festival that I wanted to mention.
Carter Beauford
So
came out in the movie.
So one of the comedies he did was called "Guess Who's on the Radio,"
Oh God.
and it was just it was his
The
family
answer
in the
is
car,
Kesha.
and then Guess Who's American Woman came on the radio, and they did the Abbott and Costello shtick. Hey, who is this? Guess who? No, I'm asking you, and all that. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I want to know how old this director is because he just fucked up. There is an entire generation of people who will watch this short film and go, bitch, you stole from the Animaniacs.
Oh, God.
The anime. They what?
Animaniacs did the exact same skit with the two squirrels at Woodstock. And it was, who is this? Who? Instead of guess who, it was who. But I'm watching this film and I'm like, this guy literally almost word for word ripped off fucking Animaniacs.
Oh, man.
But the people running the film festival don't know it because they're all, in their 50s and 60s.
Right.
And maybe if they were college students, they didn't know it because they just missed out on Animaniacs. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, there's an entire generation of people who will watch this and get angry and claim that you fucking intellectually stole from a 90s cartoon.
That's funny.
How about it?
Man, I want to watch Animaniacs now.
Watch Rick and Morty.
I did. I saw 2 episodes of it. The first one didn't do anything for me. The second one I thought was awesome.
Dude, I've watched every episode, and I have loved every fucking episode.
I definitely want to go back and catch back up on it.
It's amazing. I love that fucking
The only
show.
thing that bugs me is the fucking eyes.
I fucking love it.
The asterisks for eyes.
I love it. I love it.
It's funny, though. I did like it.
It's like it's my favorite cartoon to come out in the past like few years.
Wow.
Like it's so fucking good. It really is. I enjoy it thoroughly. I'm
Like
Mr.
even
B
better-
thinks. Look at me.
Even
Wait
better
until you
than
get to that
regular show?
episode. That's my favorite episode, actually. I think.
Like, so this is even more fun than regular show?
I never watched.
I couldn't get into it actually.
Really? I like regular show.
Have you seen Rick and Morty?
No, I'd never even heard of it until you
Adult
brought it up.
Swim.
So I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why.
it's good. It's really good.
I go to bed at 9 o'clock now. I'm old.
Don't
There-
you have a
you-
DVR?
No, I don't have TV.
God, what is wrong with you?
I have Hulu and Xbox and PlayStation and Netflix. Why do I need to pay for cable?
Yeah, I don't have cable either.
Yeah, I have the Pirate Bay as well. So
Well, there you go. That's what you can do. Instead of having your cable plugged into your Xbone, you can just have your 360 plugged into your Xbone.
Yeah,
wait, I can plug my 360 into my Xbone and play 360 through Xbone.
Technically, yes.
like
All right, so what's the name of the show? What and Morty?
Rick and Morty.
and Morty. There you
Like
go.
and Morty?
And Morty.
Yeah, of course it's not on Hulu. So-
no,
No, it's
it won't.
probably on YouTube.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
actually
that's-
probably find full episodes on YouTube. That's actually
Cool.
where I watched most of them.
So we are now at the point on the show where we're just listening to me Google things.
Pretty much.
We're at the point
Oh
But
no,
you need
it's
to
free
tell
on
us-
Adult Swim.
you need to tell us what you want to listen to.
Big Giant Circles.
Okay.
Big Giant Circles?
Yeah. Sorry, there was a commercial playing. And
Big
apparently
Giant
it
Circles.
Was it a commercial for Big Giant Circles?
played For Mio.
Oh, the
Just
water
drank.
thing.
So I'm gonna hit up Jimmy. He had a new album come out recently. I didn't grab it yet because I
You're a dick.
Stuff.
I rarely buy music on the internet. I want a CD in person from people. But I'll see if he has anything new that he wants us to play for him. Otherwise, you said what song did you want off Imposter Nostalgia?
Buzzsaw. That song is a great driving song.
Also, speaking of music, I dropped the digital version of the Blade Mode CD that you can pick up the entire CD digitally for $1 hair.
Wow.
Not $1,
What do I
a
get for
doll
$2
hair.
hairs?
You can still get the same thing, but give me an extra doll hair.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You should have said
Make
that
sure you-
before the whole Big Giant Circles thing, because now we have to remind people that the music they're going to hear next is Big Giant Circles and not you.
Well, we could just say Big Giant Circles like 6 more times and then just get the...
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Big Giant Circles. I like to run through them.
Big Giant Circles.
Yeah, and even like, hey, Pappy, did I tell you that I made pop filters for our microphones? Yeah.
Really?
They're shaped like Big
They're
Giant
shaped like Big
Circles.
Giant Circles. So we talk through Big Giant Circles to do
fantastic.
the podcast.
Pappy's asshole is a big giant circle.
That's why my farts sound like sighs.
It's a big
Except
giant
the other episode that he
Yeah.
was on.
All right. Well, thanks again for having me on, guys.
Who are you again?
Yeah, I'm the guy who does things.
Are you Big Giant Circles?
Are you
God,
from?
I wish.
Are you
Then
from
I'd be
Big
getting
Giant
paid to
Circles?
do what I love instead of doing it pro boner.
Are you Buzz Lightyear?
Actually, I've been watching Justice League Unlimited, and that was that running gag in the one episode. It's like, thanks a lot, Green Lantern. I'm not Green Lantern.
That's good.
So
I like it.
yeah,
I'm
so
a
that
fan.
joke was gotten only by me.
Nice.
That's okay. It's okay. That's fine. That's a thing.
Well, if some of your friends, fans, listen to this. they'll get a chuckle.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That's it.
Yeah.
Never again. Never again.
I wish this was on the Xbone because I would just say Xbox hang up and Pappy would be gone.
Hey, thanks for having me on, though, guys. Appreciate
Any last words?
it. I love you.
Why?
Do you, what?
That
Do you love us as much as a big giant circle?
I love you as much as tacos.
no, that was a shitty ending. Do something funnier, Pappy.
No?
Entertain me.
Do 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 do. Well, you were Chris. You were saying something.
Was I? I don't even remember if I was saying anything.
You were saying that you said you were going to stop writing.
Oh no, that was it. Like a month or 2 months ago, I said that I was done. Like, because there was a bunch of other shit that was going on too.
You pee long.
And that was that. That's kind of an anticlimactic story.
Well, yeah.
I was hoping for like a fist fight or something.
How much is in you?
That's what she said.
Well, you usually do have a lot of guys in you.
Oh, I'm trying to pee quietly. That means peeing slowly and hitting the corner.
Dude,
I
just
still
go for
hear it.
I don't, yeah.
Oh my god, that's loud.
That wasn't the sink.